Hey tribe, it's me, Kiki T, and I am back for another video with you guys. Today I would like to talk to you about responding with more femininity. In this video, I hope to encourage you guys to just let go of the over-explaining, let go of the need to give too much when it's not necessary. A huge part of being feminine is keeping the mystery within who you are, and just not giving everything that's going on in your head away, which, trust me, I'm in this walk with you, so it's a learning process for me too. But these are just some 5 things that I've learned that you can do to be more feminine when you're responding to someone. Okay, so the first tip that I have to give you is to just listen. You don't always have to have something to say back. You don't always have to feel like you need to respond or give your opinion in a conversation. This is not to say that you should never respond or have an opinion or don't have a voice in a conversation. That's not what I'm saying at all. However, it's not always necessary. Sometimes you can just listen and let the person talk, and your opinion you can agree or you can disagree, but you don't always have to share that. Okay, so that's my first tip on responding with more femininity. Number 2, and this is something that I learned in a book that I read. I can't remember the name of the book right now, but when I find it, I will let you guys know. It was an Audible. I think it was What Got You Here Won't Get You There. And so, yes. And so, it's to say thank you. Say thank you. And the book mentioned, say thank you, even if you already knew that. Don't be a jerk and say I already knew, which this has actually been kind of hard for me to do, because I find myself in this habit of saying, well, yeah, I already knew that. Or like kind of cutting people off because I already know the information, but I'm trying to say thank you. But this is a hard one. This has been a hard one for me. It might not be hard for you, which is great, but even when you already know the information or the person is telling you something that you already know, just say thank you. And I think this is really just a gracious thing to do. Or even when you don't agree with the information that's being given to you, like the suggestions that are being given to you, you can still just say thank you and go on about your day. I think this is an awesome tip to just be more courteous and more feminine overall. Even though men can just say thank you as well. However, I think it's a good tip for our femininity. So, number 2 is to just say thank you. Number 3 is to maintain your temper as well as your tone. Charlie, if you see the flashing light, Charlie is playing with the flashlight, and I cannot get through this video because she's not taking a nap. However, we're gonna get through this, okay? I've been in situations where a man that I'm talking to, I'm just gonna be hot with you guys. A guy that I've talked to, he ghosts me, okay? And naturally, I'm annoyed because we've been having a conversation. There's no reason for you to ghost me. Like, he says something emotional, and I assume he ghosts me because he doesn't actually want to go into the depths of what he just said, which is fine. Like, we barely know each other. I'm not trying to get all into your personal business, but if you're trying to talk to me, then you don't want to talk about, if you bring it up, like, why don't you want to talk about it? So he ghosts me. He messages me the next day and continues the conversation like nothing happened. And I'm like, and I low-key go off because don't act like you didn't just ghost me. So I tell him all this, like I write a whole paragraph, and then afterwards I'm like, dang, I should have done that. Like, I don't even want to deal with this at this point. Like, it's because I'm not the type of woman that you're about to play me. Like, those days are over. My days are over. Like, have you seen that TikTok? Over. Every time I didn't ride, I didn't die. So I type out this whole paragraph and then I'm like, dang, I shouldn't have done that. And so with tip number 3, I would say maintain your temper, because I wrote that paragraph out of emotion, obviously. I've found with men, they're trying to make you, they're trying to bring that out of you. I don't know why. It's childish in my opinion. However, that's the experience that I've had. I don't know if you guys have had a similar experience. Put it down in the comments below and let me know that I'm not out here just dealing with all the toxic men. I feel like all I've ever dealt with is narcissistic men, and I'm tired of that. Baby, if you're watching this, come home. But yeah, I feel like I've only dealt with narcissistic men, and like I'm done with that. So that's why I'm giving you guys this tip to maintain your temper and maintain your tone. Don't feed into it. It's not worth your energy and it's not worth your time. Okay, you have a whole bag to be making. Go do that. Cut him off if he's acting narcissistic, or if it seems to you that he's trying to make you upset or trying to bring out the crazy female to make it seem like you want him more. Cut that off. Cut it off. It's not for you. There's way healthier men out there that deserve your time and your attention and your affection, okay? So, moving on to number 4. Moving on. Which, this kind of ties into what I was just saying. Don't go into a long breakdown of why you are disappointed in his actions, or why you are disappointed in this person's the way they're acting, or whatever it may be. They don't deserve your long breakdown. They don't deserve the explanation. They're doing what they're doing intentionally. They're doing what they're doing consciously, and they don't deserve your whole breakdown of why you feel the way you feel. It's not necessary, and it's not feminine. Okay, it comes off as desperate, and I'm telling you guys this not to be harsh, but this is the reality. It comes off desperate, and it comes off like you're doing too much. And sis, you deserve better. You deserve better. You deserve better relationships, whether it be romantic or whether those relationships be like friendships or whatever the case may be. You deserve better, and you don't have to go into the long breakdown. That's number 4. Don't cut all those words out. Say less, okay? Say less. The last tip I have, number 5, is to be selective with who you're giving your energy to. As high value women, we don't cast our pearls before swine, okay? Be selective. And I know it can get lonely at times because people just naturally don't want to deal with our high value, okay? They can't afford us, okay? They can't. And that's okay. You have to come to a place within yourself that you know your value and you value your value. So Charlie's hungry. I gotta go. I hope these 5 tips help you. 5 tips on being more feminine in your response. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.